Welcome back to Volvo at ConExpo Live. Earlier this week, we talked about Volvo's involvement with the FIA World Rallycross Championship and its official track building partner, and how it ties to a larger electric journey, and a lot of people are very interested in this story. If you've missed Tuesday's segment, you can scroll through the sessions and watch it on demand. But in just a moment, we're going to speak to two of the drivers who make up the construction equipment dealer-sponsored team. They're the ones taking on the amazing hairpin turns going from one surface to another. I can't do it justice talking about it, so let's show you now what this looks like. Watch this.
An RX-1E car is faster than a Formula 1 car. It's insane.
The power and the instant torque delivery provide incredible racing.
It's the world's greatest race car.
The aggression from Clara Anderson.
It's impressive to see these cars, like racing. It's impressive.
Love motor racing, so it has been amazing.
I like races, I like cars, so I'm in the right place.
The electric cars, they are impressive with the speed of the cars, and when they started, everything is good.
Being the official track build partner, so we will then help the promoter to develop the future racetracks.
It's Ronald who takes the checkered flag.
Yep, goosebumps every time. It's terrifying to me to watch those drivers navigate those tight turns in such incredible speeds. Really, really amazing. And with me now to tell us what it's like to race in an FIA World Rallycross Championship are Nicholas Gunholm and Anna Poolander. Anna, Nicholas, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, awesome. Nicholas, given that what we just saw, what's it like to race in a rally car over these challenging courses?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a sport I love, and been doing it for a few years now, and you know, yeah, you don't get tired of it. It's really so much fun. Yeah, and a great series. I mean, very talented drivers, and yeah, not an easy championship, but it's so much fun.
So I need a little background on you. How did you get into this sport?
I got into the sport through my dad, actually. He used to race rallycross as well, and kind of I traveled with him for a few races, and yeah, I just loved the sport immediately. And then when I grew up, I started driving myself. So yeah, I guess it's a family business.
Ah, family business. I love it. But do you ever really grow up when you race cars?
I guess you don't. Yeah, you stay.
You stay young.
You stay young. You stay young. Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, it's you know, it's great when a hobby turns into a job, and that's what I love.
That's amazing. Now, Anna, you're actually a mechanic. What's it like being in an all-electric car ready to race? What's that like as a mechanic to do that, to work with race cars?
Well, it's a bit different from the combustion engines. There is not that much maintenance to be done because we have no oil, or we don't have to change the clutch, we don't have any gears, so there is no need to take a transmission off or anything like that. The only thing is that we have to make sure that the battery is charged, so that's the main reason. And of course take care of that the car is like all in good condition before the race, so everything is tightened and everything is like safe for the driver.
Yeah, so you just have to remember to plug in the battery. That's the best part.
Yeah, that's if you don't have battery, then
yeah,
you're
then
done.
you don't have. You're not driving that day.
Yeah.
You can't just change the wheels out.
No.
So you're on a team that also includes a woman driver. It's clear that team values gender balance. How has it been as a success of the team? What's it like to be in a traditionally male-dominated business, but be in a male-dominated sport, and be a woman?
For myself, I've been always in a business, so my whole life is like cars only, so I'm getting kind of used to it. But of course, like when I came for a team, I first didn't know it was a female driver. I was asked to be there, and I was like, okay, but the guy will think that I'm mechanic for him. But then I found out it's a female, and I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. So yeah, the team has been great and very supportive. It was so I went straight to the deep end because I have no like experience about racing, or I have racing background myself, but like being a mechanic in a team, so I have no like any experience on that. So I went straight to the deep end, being a being a mechanic in the World Rallycross. Like that never happens. So, but the team has been great for me. And
I loved watching that, and what we saw wasn't just the racing, we saw that there's construction that happens as well. So is there a similarity between racing and construction and the adoption of electric vehicles? It's new in both. So maybe that's a question for Nicholas. What are people you're meeting this week saying about you from the performance end of the machines?
Yeah, I think it's very obvious to see that people are really interested, and yeah, from us they're basically asking, you know, how is it compared to a petrol engine car, and what are the specs of the car. But they've been, yeah, it's been a lot of interest the last couple of days, and I think, yeah, people are really, you know, thinking about this a lot, and not only, you know, these race cars, you know, it's the same with excavators and other equipment. So.
But the only difference I've heard, you're faster. The electric has actually been faster than Formula One, correct?
Yeah, they are actually. They're pretty quick off the line, I would say. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. So
now let's be clear.
Quick.
Those are the race cars, not the excavators. Just to be clear, right?
Yes. Yes.
0 to 60 off the line.
0 to 60 with the excavators, never.
Exactly. And Anna, how about you? What are the conversations you've had down there with people on the EVs, the difference between like cars and construction? I mean, I think that's really kind of interesting.
Oh, well, I didn't have that many conversations about in that area, but of course, like you can compare the construction site and on being a mechanic in that side, and also in like car business. And I think we're getting more females in from every background and every industry.
Yes, for sure. Nicholas, I have a question. Can you tell us about the upcoming season, when it starts and how people can watch?
Yeah, the season starts in June in Portugal, and we do 8 locations, and you can watch the race on the World RX this Plus, it's called World RX Plus Live. You can subscribe there, and you see every race live, and a lot of action from behind the scenes as well.
So we're actually going to probably put that up on our website as well, so you can actually see it when we're done here. So you can actually see the schedule and when they're actually going to be running. Thank you both for joining us today. It looks like a harrowing job. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to have to come down there and meet you myself. Best of luck on your future races. We hope to hear more from both of you down the road. We'll have more from Volvo at ConExpo Live in just a minute. Thanks everybody for watching.